Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best smartwatches. Starting at number 5. Mobvoi TicWatch Pro. Mobvoi TicWatch is a new entrant to the field. To be entirely honest, I hadn't heard of the names TicWatch or Mobvoi until last year. However, even though it's a new brand with new products, it's managed to take hold of its share of the market with a savvy business strategy and sound designs. The Mobvoi TicWatch E and S were both impressive, and now we have the Mobvoi TicWatch Pro, which also is its most premium product to date. Mobvoi started out making artificial intelligence voice technologies. They then expanded into smart home devices and wearables, focusing on the underserved Chinese market. Their main design philosophy has been to deliver high-end specs on a budget by skimping on external designs, which is a reasonable trade-off. But with the TicWatch Pro, they're offering a high-end design with their usual quality specs, plus some truly innovative features, combined in the same watch face. The top screen is a transparent LCD. This is the screen that's used in low power or essential mode. Data such as the time and date, step count, and heart rate can all be displayed on a low-power screen that's still visible even in direct sunlight. Underneath this LCD display is layered the kind of touchscreen that most smartwatches use. This more power-hungry display is high resolution and is used for navigating and displaying apps and other key functions of the smartwatch. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 4. Fossil Gen 5 Smartwatch. Fossil has been in the watchmaking business since 1984 and developed a reputation for making great watches in their mid-priced range. In their 35 years, they have branched out into other fashion products such as wallets, fragrances, handbags, and purses, as well as higher-end watches in their Fossil Swiss line. With their Gen 5 smartwatch, Fossil has kept to those roots. As of this writing, the Fossil Gen 5 is priced roughly $100 less than the Apple Watch 5 and $50 less than the Samsung Galaxy. Considering its price, features, and functionality, it lies squarely in the middle of the pack of watches from this reviewer's standpoint. Still, it's a good enough watch that I think it would be the right choice for some consumers, particularly users of Android devices. If you love your Android device and want the most seamless communication between it and your watch, then this is the watch to get. In appearance, you have 7 options of bezel band, from classic stainless steel to the more athletic look of black silicone. Fossil is, at heart, a fashion company, and so their watches are accordingly stylish, which you choose depends on your own personal look. The one issue I do take with Fossil's style is where it crosses into function. As with their previous generations of watches, their Gen 5 has 3 buttons that protrude from the right of the watch face. This may be something unique to me, but I found that, when I flexed my wrist far enough, I could inadvertently toggle the watch's features. The display is an AMOLED screen with a 328 pixel density. It's pretty sharp to look at, but in bright sunlight becomes unreadable. You have to adjust the settings, which can be tricky when it's hard to see the screen well enough to interact with it. Halfway of my listed number 3. Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. Samsung's Galaxy Watch Active 2 released a mere 6 months after the original Galaxy Watch Active, and the two aren't that different. There are minor upgrades to the software and hardware, with proportional improvements in screen sizes, battery life, etc. Another difference in the Active 2 is the introduction of the built-in fall detection and ECG, which Samsung promises, but isn't yet available. They first need FDA approval, which they expect to get in the first months of 2021. Features like these, though, really target the watch's audience, people interested in fitness and activity. However, and this may be a real problem for the Active 2, their tracking isn't as accurate as other devices. This is true both for GPS tracking and steps counted. The Active 2 tends to overestimate distances. However, the Spotify app allows you to download playlists and listen offline, which is a great plus for users either in the weight room, or on the trainer, or in nearly any other exercise environment. Moreover, features such as tracking sleep and water, food, and caffeine consumption are a great plus for people who are interested in holding themselves accountable, but maybe aren't training to win the next New York City Marathon. The running coach is also improved and now gives real-time pace metrics and a rundown of what to expect in your workout before you start. Audio cues can be heard either through the watch's own speakers or over Bluetooth headset. For casual fitness buffs or people just getting into fitness, all of this might sound great. And these features make Active 2 a great smartwatch for fitness and can last amateur athletes for years. However, be warned that if you're hoping to reach even high collegiate levels of training, then you will outgrow this watch. Coming in at number 2. Samsung Galaxy Watch. Samsung's line of Galaxy watches is another entrant on our list with an always-on option. This makes sense, as its direct competitor is the Apple Watch 5. These are both great watches, and if you don't mind spending the money and are looking for a generalist watch with lots of apps, the real decision between the Samsung Galaxy and Apple Watch 5 is which OS you need. Apple 5 is for Apple users, Samsung isn't. Another difference is the style. If you need a watch that will match an upscale wardrobe for boardrooms or fancy dinner parties, then the Samsung Galaxy is probably the best watch on the market. It looks like something a collector might put in a shadow box. Its round, stainless steel case gives it a classic look, to which its rotating bezel only adds. Divers, pilots, and other professionals used to use these bezels on ancient, analog watches to track time. On the Samsung Galaxy, the bezel is cleverly designed to navigate menus. This feature is more beneficial than it may at first sound. Samsung has repurposed a style from classic watches and delivered a feature that allows users to more easily interact with their watch. Rotate it left to see your notifications. Rotate it right to quickly access widgets. In combination with physical buttons and a touchscreen, this is among the most intuitive watches to use. The Samsung Galaxy Watch comes in two different sizes, a 46mm version and a 42mm version. The 46mm version has a silver and black theme, while the 42mm version comes either in rose gold or midnight black. Both are comfortable. The larger version looks best on a big wrist in more formal wear. The smaller version looks more natural on slimmer wrists and more active wear. And number 1. Apple Watch Series 5. Apple's latest smartwatch is, no doubt, the best smartwatch for iPhone users. Because it won't work with an Android phone. The one major upgrade this watch offers over its earlier version is an always-on display. There are of course other upgrades to the software and hardware, but from a user perspective, this is the one you'll notice most. This helps the watch feel more like a real watch and less like a novelty athletic tracker. If you've worn a smartwatch before, then you've probably stopped noticing the time it takes your watch to wake up after you've flicked your wrist. But as soon as you wear a watch with an always-on display, you'll realize you've been missing something. I appreciated this most at 2 points in my day when I was doing planks and when I was on my bike trainer. These are both situations in which I sometimes desperately want to see how much longer is on my timer, but can't flick my wrist up to activate a watch. For every app other than workout, the watch will still go into sleep mode. The display won't show the app, but will instead default to a watch face that shows the time and, depending on your choice of watch face, other critical data. For me this was perfect, but if you were hoping to keep another app open without the watch going to sleep, then this may not be the right watch for you. One issue I had with the display was the dimmer, which wasn't dim enough. It's supposed to automatically adjust, but always shined brighter than my future. So I ended up having to activate cinema mode at night. I think Apple should have included a low brightness mode like regular wristwatches have with luminous hands. It's easy to see, but doesn't distract you. It might have led to longer battery life, too. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below.